Yes, hello. This is my presentation on A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens. My name is Sigurður Ingi. In this presentation, I read the novella A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens. It came out in 1843. Charles Dickens is one of the most famous novelists we know, and a lot of people think he created some of the best fictional characters ever created. I got the pleasure of reading his most famous novel, A Christmas Carol, and it's one of the best stories I have ever read. I absolutely loved it. In the story, uh, in the story, it is a story about a man named Ebenezer Scrooge, who has forgotten about the joys of life, and his only focus is his company, which he owns with his only friend, Jacob Marley. In the story, Jacob Marley dies and comes on Christmas Day as a ghost and says to Scrooge that three spirits are going to come and visit him, and they do. First, the ghost of Christmas past comes, and he took him on a journey of his earlier life and showed him how he used to be as a young boy. As a young boy and a man, he was full of life and joy. But somewhere on the way, he lost it, and his sole focus was only by earning a living. And he lost the wonders of life along the way. Mr. Scrooge did. And the ghost shows him that. Then, I'm gonna move this here. Then the next ghosts come, and it's the ghost of Christmas present. The next night, the ghost of Christmas present came to visit him, and it shows him how the people around him were spending their Christmas Eve. The ghost took him, or the spirit ghost took him to his employee Bob, who had a big family but were far from being rich on money and food. He also showed him that Bob had a son called Tiny Tim who was sick and has to walk with a crutch. But despite having little money and living in a difficult situation, they were all just happy to be with one another. The family were rich on love and family values. The ghost also took him to his uncle's house, Uncle Fred, and it was the same story there. Big family, everybody happy just to be with one another. Yeah, and full of love. Then the last ghost was a ghost of Christmas future. That was the most, dark ghost of all three. He came, but this ghost was different from others. He did not speak. The ghost took him to his future if he would continue on this path of lonely, hard, cruel life, and showed him a very unhappy ending. Then, after I read the novel, I chose adaptation, and I chose the movie Mickey's Christmas Carol. The movie is from 1983, yeah, as a comparison to the novella. The movie really captures the whole story, I think. I think the movie is a little more childish, and that's just because it's a cartoon, of course. But apart from some little jokes here and there and some scene missing from the movie that was in the book, it was just almost perfect. I loved the movie also. In the movie, Donald Duck plays Scrooge and Mickey plays Bob, and Donald Duck is just a perfect Uncle Fred. It was after reading the novel, I thought, wow, they couldn't have captured this novel as good by movie, but it was very good. I really liked it. Summary. I think that this is an amazing story with a plot that says the world is more than just becoming rich. You really have nothing if you only have money. Uh, and it's a religious story somehow. They all in the novel, at least they just often by the Lord and heaven, and I think the ghost that might have visited him, maybe you can think of them as some kind of angels coming to warn you what you have to do to be a good man and go to heaven. Um, I think the last one may be Devils, maybe if you think about it. I don't know. I think if you compare the novella to the movie, then I'm very happy with the cartoon. It really captures the whole story. The movie skips some dark scenes and the religious parts, maybe, but in the whole, I love them both. Like in the movie, we didn't get to see when he went to his uncle's house, and everybody was back talking Mr. Scrooge and Fred uncle's place. And yeah, we didn't get to see in the movie that when he died, Mr. Scrooge, that some robbers went and took his stuff and was just robbed him. We didn't get to see that in the movie, and of course it's a cartoon. I prefer the novel over the movie just because the novel was just perfect and the movie was almost as good. So yeah, Heimildisgrá here, yes. And so yeah, I just really loved the message that this novel was sending us, that you have to keep your eyes open to more than just becoming greedy and the money of the world. So you can be rich of family and love. You're never rich if you're not happy. Is maybe the plot. I really enjoyed this assignment. Thank you. Bye bye.